Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is a big video. It is my entire handbag collection video. So you guys have been asking for this video and I promised to film it this week. So here we go. If you follow me, you know I don't have a huge collection. Although I did purchase several new handbags last year, I also did sell quite a few, and so the number has remained pretty much the same. And I have to say I'm enjoying every single handbag that I currently have. So you might hear a lot of "I love this bag so much" in this video. Just be forewarned, and if that annoys you, apologies in advance. But I am totally in love with my current collection. So for those of you who are new here, let me just introduce myself. My name is Kim, and I love sharing with you guys all my little luxury indulgences. I do unboxings, I do reviews, and I also try to share any tips or tricks that I learned. So if that's something that interests you, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel. And with that said, let's get right into it. Okay, so I have all my bags kind of scattered on the floor in front of me. I don't know where to start, so let's start with my most recent purchase, and it is, yes, it is my Chanel Coco handle. It is in the old mini new small size, and I have mine in the chevron caviar leather version with the beautiful so black hardware. And I do want to share the inside because this has the burgundy leather interior, which I have been raving about. I love it so much. So currently this is my favorite bag, just because I guess maybe it's because it's the newest bag, but I am really enjoying this bag, and I do intend to do an initial impressions review on this bag shortly. So hopefully I can share stuff about this bag with you guys that maybe will help you to decide whether or not the Coco handle is right for you. So yes, this is the first handbag in my collection. So since we're on Chanel, let's just do all my Chanel bags first. The second handbag in my collection is my beautiful Chanel Jumbo. This bag I purchased last year, but it was a repurchase. So I let go of the original Jumbo that I had and then regretted it. So I immediately purchased this when I saw it. And you guys can see I have these rings attached here because I like to add a chain to make it top handle, but it's so beautiful. So the previous one that I had was a 17 series, and so it was a lot more matte and stiffer and less puffier than this caviar is, but I really do prefer the look of the current Jumbo that I have. This is a 14 series. The 14 series are known for its beautiful, shiny, puffy caviar, which you can see how beautiful the leather is on this piece. Mine has the silver hardware. I am just a sucker for black with silver or palladium hardware. It's my favorite combo. I just think it looks so chic. And I'm so happy to have this because of the crazy Chanel price increases, especially the past 2 years. Jumbo at retail, you would have to pay over 10K for it. Yes, it has finally reached that number, and would I buy it at that price? Probably not. So if you guys are in search of a Jumbo, I highly suggest searching the pre-loved market because you can find some amazing condition Jumbos for much less below retail. And I do really love the double flap. I know some people don't like it, but I just think it's just so Chanel, right? So I do really love having that piece of Chanel, and I still think that if you have always wanted one, getting one classic flap in your collection is really nice. So yeah, this is the second bag that I have in my collection. So the third handbag that I have in my collection is, oh my gosh, this was another recent purchase. This is my Chanel Deville. Mine is in the gray and black combo with the beautiful light gold hardware. Oh, this hardware is just so gorgeous. It's also in the fabric and raffia mix, and so it does have a stiffer texture to it. I'm really enjoying this tote. This tote is the reason why I sold my Neverfull GM. The Neverfull is honestly such a great tote bag, but I had mine for a long time, and so I did want to have a bit of a change, and I don't use totes so much that I would need 2 luxury totes in my collection. So yeah, this is my Chanel Deville tote. It's absolutely amazing. I really love this bag. So let's make a jump from the largest bag in my collection to one of the smallest bags in my collection. This is the Trendy Cc Clutch with chain. It is so cute. My version has the giant quilts, so I really think that looks very nice. I got this 2 years ago, and can you believe it? Back then I only paid like $16.50 for this, which is insane because now they go for at least 1,000 more than that. It's really gorgeous. I do get a ton of wear out of this, and I don't mind that this is lambskin because it's so small. I don't really bump into things as much as I would, like, say I was carrying the jumbo. It's so cute and so versatile. I mean, I have a video sharing this and the many ways that I actually am able to style this, and so if you're interested in that, I'll link that in the description box below. But it's absolutely amazing. It feels substantial, the chain does, and it just looks so cute, classic, and I've always wanted a square mini, and so this kind of fills that void for me. And it's not so mini that you can't fit anything into this. This fits my keys, a lipstick, my Hermes Bastia, and also the Egg Chanel hand cream at the same time, so it is actually a pretty good size. And yes, you can see it has the card slots. I really love this bag. This is the 4th handbag in my collection. So I do have one more Chanel bag that is currently not being used, and it's because it's a very old bag. This is the Chanel, I don't know what it's called. I got this as a gift from my mother-in-law when I got married, so it was years and years ago. But yeah, the shape is not something that I would go for, and the strap length is also kind of at an odd length, you know, and it has no structure. Honestly, it doesn't get used that much, but it does hold that kind of sentimental value to me. So moving on from Chanel, let me share with you guys this beauty. This is my Lady Dior in the supple grain calfskin. I've talked about this bag on my channel so much, so if you're interested, you can see those videos. I will link them down below. It is in the black leather with the light gold hardware. It has the flap opening, and this one does come with a wide guitar strap. It is really comfortable. I know people go for the small size these days, which is about 1 quilt smaller, like on the top and the bottom. So if you want to know the size, the small is about that big, and this is the medium. But it is a really good size bag, and it fits enough, and it's not too big. And because this is in the supple grain calfskin, it's not as structured, so it doesn't feel as boxy when I'm wearing it across my shoulder or anything like that. So yeah, this is one of my favorite bags of all time. I love it. So next, let's move on to Louis Vuitton. I only have 2 Louis Vuitton handbags left in my collection, and the first one is my Speedy 25. This is in the classic style. I did purchase this pre-love last year. I had actually owned this exact style before, but I sold it in order to get the bandolier version. But when I had the bandolier version, I realized that I didn't really use the straps. So I would normally just carry it like this. Maybe it's because I was used to carrying a Speedy like this, but yeah, I didn't use the straps, and I really didn't like having that vachetta going down the sides, and so I decided to sell that, and then I missed it, so I repurchased it in this vintage version. I got this at a really great price. I think I only paid like maybe around $500 for it. So yeah, if you're still into the classic Speedies, the pre-love market is a great place to look. One thing is the tab here on the zipper pull was replaced by Louis Vuitton. I didn't do it, the previous owner did, and Yeah, you can tell that the color is different, but honestly, it doesn't bother me. And I know that the vachetta color here will catch up to the color here, and that color difference really does not bother me at all. But yeah, this is such a great like throw around bag that yeah, I just really wanted one back in my collection, and super happy that I found this one. So the other remaining Louis Vuitton handbag in my collection is none other than this cutie right here. This is the Palm Springs mini backpack. I really love this bag. I owned it previously in the version that had the zipper issues, so the edge of the zipper would peel, and so mine was found to be defective, and I got this replacement, and super happy to still own this. And this is one of the bags that gets used quite often, especially for me in the wintertime, because I live here in the Pacific Northwest. Today we have sun, but most of the time it's raining and cloudy in the winter. And so yeah, like it's perfect because you have no vachetta to worry about, and it is such a great bag. My daughters both love this bag, and so when I carry this, they are happy to carry the bag for me. And I know that someday when they get a little bit older, a little bit more responsible, then I will probably pass this down to them. So I think this is a great bag. So next, let's move on to Louie Bay. I have one bag from Louie Bay, and this is the Louie Bay Puzzle Bag. Mine is in the tan color in the medium size. So this is not the size that is most popular. I think the size small is the most popular. I went for the bigger one just because I wanted a bag that I could just throw things in and go. And this is exactly that. This is the bag that I'm currently using. So, oh my gosh, excuse the mess in there, but it's big enough that you can throw water bottles, you can throw in everything and all the receipts. And when I want to be carefree and not really worry about like, you know, Tetrising all the items in my bags, this is the one I grab for. It's so funny because my son, who is really not into handbags and could not care what I wear, actually commented that, "Mom, that's a really good looking bag." So I was really startled when he said that, but I guess it's those architectural details that the Louie Bay Puzzle Bag has. It caught his eye and he thought this was a really cool looking bag. And I totally agree because I mean, just look at it. It's so nice. The leather is so amazing. If you look at every single detail of this bag, it's great. It is really great. I used to use this with a bag liner, but now I use that bag liner inside of my Speedy 25, and I took it out of this bag because I really love how slouchy this bag is. I don't like it when it is like, it looks like a box, you know? I think it looks great, just really slouchy and wrinkled and unstructured. This is that kind of bag, and I really love it, and I highly recommend it. So the next handbag in my collection, let's do this one. This is, oh my goodness, this is the Fendi Baguette. Mine is in the, I believe it's the small size, so it's the one with the 4 F's here. Guys, this is such an amazing bag. I did get this last year, and I do want to make a point here. If you saw my previous video, you guys know I had the peekaboo. I had wanted it for so long, but when I got it, it wasn't the bag for me, and I sold it. The funny thing is, now that I think about it, I think I was really influenced into getting the peekaboo, when in reality, this was the bag I should have gotten all along. Because when I was looking at Fendi peekaboos and searching Fendi, this would always catch my eye, and I'd be like, oh, that is such a cool looking bag. I really like it. But when it came time to actually make a purchase, I would be like, oh, but it's not that popular, and everybody says the peekaboo is so nice, and I really like that style. And you know, like I really kind of like talked myself into really wanting and loving the peekaboo. Then when I got it, it didn't really work for me. After I sold that, I thought, you know what, I think I want to try the Fendi Baguette. And you guys, like I should have gotten this sooner. It is such an amazing bag. I kind of think of it as like a perfect alternative for the Chanel Classic Flap, because it's very similar in size to the medium large Classic Flap, but it is squishy and soft and not as structured. Works really well casually. I love that it has the top handle and the shoulder strap. It's so perfect. Yeah, style-wise, like I think this is so classic and so iconic Fendi, right? And I just really, really love this bag. And I do have a Zumoni organizer inside in this beautiful royal blue color. I've been meaning to do a review on this bag, but I just have not had the time to. But I do want to do this, do a review on this year, because there's just so many good things about this bag, and I don't think it's reviewed enough. So definitely one to check out, especially if you've wanted a classic flap, but the price point is just way too high for you. This is a good alternative. So yeah, I would highly, highly recommend it, and really happy to have this in my collection. So the next bag is technically not a bag, but I do have to mention it because it is this little cutie right here. This is the Fendi Nano Baguette. You guys know I love this piece. This is a daily piece for me just because it's actually more like a wallet, but with the added bonus of having a chain. So I just, you know, kind of like just do this, go out the door, and just don't even have to worry about it. I always have my wallet with me, and this does have that keychain, and so I'll attach my keys here, and you know, this is all I need to like just go run out to grab my kids from school, you know, give them a ride to wherever they need to go. I mean, it's such a great little piece. And I love the fact that after the micro bag trend is gone, this is just a great, great wallet. I use it like people use the Louis Vuitton clay. It's perfect. It's perfect like that. It holds a little bit more than the clay. It's just so amazing. So I am showing you guys this because technically it is like a micro bag. It's the Nano Baguette. I do highly, highly recommend it. So we are down to just 2 bags left in my collection, and they are none other than my Hermes bags. And the first one is this beautiful bag right here. This is my Hermes Evelyn Tpm. It is in the bamboo color and has this gorgeous, gorgeous strap. Before I saw this bag, the Evelyn was not even a style that I looked at. I mean, I saw people unbox it, but it never really made me want to buy it. But when I saw a picture of this in this color with the strap, oh my gosh, like I totally, totally fell in love, and I wanted it just for the color. After owning it, I have to say this is such an amazing little bag. It really is. It's so carefree. I do have a bag organizer inside of it. It just holds everything that you would need on a day-to-day basis. I know some people say that it doesn't hold a lot. It holds plenty, and especially me because I can downsize to a micro bag. This is absolutely perfect. And just the color, right? The color is so, so good. The leather quality is amazing. And quite honestly, it is such a great price point for Hermes, but also for other handbags in general, because the prices these days are so crazy. This one at retail is only $18.50. I guess the key to Hermes is always being able to get the bag retail because that's the hardest part of it. But even with a slight premium, I think it is an amazing, amazing bag. I would highly, highly recommend it. And this color, oh, this is the only colorful bag in my collection. I'm so, so happy to have it. For the final bag in my collection, you guys all know what it is. It is my best purchase from 2021. This is my Hermes Vintage Kelly 28 with the black calfskin leather and the gold hardware. Oh my goodness, it is so gorgeous. I love this bag so much. Honestly, for a 30-year-old bag, like, can you believe that it is 30 years old? I mean, I think this is why people give Hermes so much credit, because it just holds up so beautifully. I know that a lot of vintage Chanel also is really, really high quality, but honestly, the Hermes quality, I just feel like it is way, way above all other brands. Let me just pull my black rodeo charm to the front. Yeah, it is such a gorgeous, gorgeous bag. I had always thought that the Cellier style and the box calfskin would be a little bit too dressy or formal, but it really does work great, even with casual attire. And I wear casual clothes all the time. I hardly ever dress up, but I love the fact that this can be used as an evening bag. At least to me, I would totally do it. It is really, really roomy, just a really great bag, and I got it at such a great price. I think it is totally worth every penny that I paid for it. And yeah, I just cannot believe that I have this, and really, really, really happy to have added this to my collection last year. So there's one more bag. It's not a real luxury handbag, but I do have to give a shout out to it. It is my Longchamp Le Pliage Neo in the extra small size. You guys, this is such a great bag. I do have to mention it in my entire handbag collection video because this bag is by far my most used bag of all time. Like, I love this little thing so much. The size is perfect. It's so adorable, and I have just thrown this around everywhere and taken it on trips, and just, it's so carefree, so easy to use. And honestly, at that price of $195 retail, I think it is a bargain for the use that you get. Because I have used this bag so much and been so rough towards this bag, I know I should have been a little bit more careful, but the corner is wearing quite a bit. You can see that it is kind of developing a little bit of like rubbing there. I've been told that if you take it to Longchamp, they will actually repair the corners one time. I don't know if they charge you or they waive the fees, but this can be fixed if needed. And you know, once it develops a hole, then I'll probably take it in to get it done. If you want to see a review on it, I'm going to link it in the description box for you guys. One thing though is I have been really rough on this bag. Like I said, I don't know if I placed it down on the ground wrong, or I usually hang my my bag on the wall hooks inside of my front door, and look at the front strap. Ah, it droops. I think it was laying on its front like this or against the wall like this, and I noticed one day that it was completely drooping. So that'll be one thing you really want to watch out and not do, because the back one is perfect. It does not do that, but the front one, because it was pushed against it like this, yeah, it's drooping, but it doesn't prevent me from using this bag. I'm perfectly okay with just using it, even though it is a little bit sad now. But I do really want to get another one of this, like if I see a color that I really like. This navy color is my favorite though. I really love this navy color, and you do find them on sale on websites from time to time, so definitely keep an eye out for sales. I really want to get it in a size bigger as well, because you know, when I was traveling, I wished it had a little bit more room, and I think the small size would be perfect to, you know, when you're going on a trip somewhere. So yeah, I really had to mention this in my entire handbag collection video because this bag is amazing. So that's it, you guys. That is my entire handbag collection. I know it's not a lot of bags, and I haven't kept it small intentionally. It just happened organically, but I have to say I love every single bag that I have. I have no intention of letting any of them go, and I think it should be that way. Like, you should be in love with all of your handbags, and if you're not, yeah, consider selling it so that you can get other things. So please let me know what you guys think. What is your favorite bag from my collection? I would love to hear that. And if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate if you could give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And with that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next one. Take care, everybody.